Hey everyone, and a huge welcome to all you new educators out there. You are stepping into such an important role, and we're here to help you hit the ground running. In this explainer, we're going to walk through some amazing digital tools that can really make a difference in your classroom. So let's get right into it. But before we dive into any apps or websites, I want us to start right here. This quote from Bill Gates is everything. Technology is awesome, but it's just a tool. It's not a replacement for you. Remember that. You are and always will be the most important person in that room. So let's start with a situation that I'm sure feels very, very real. You're in your classroom, you've got a whole bunch of students, and their reading levels are all over the map, right? Some are flying, some are struggling, maybe some are even learning English as a new language. How in the world do you teach a lesson that reaches every single one of them? Well, that's exactly where this first batch of tools comes in. This is all about accessibility. Making sure that no matter who the student is or what their reading level is, they can get to the good stuff, the actual content. Here we've got a powerhouse trio for reading support. You've got Microsoft's Reading Coach and Google's Read Along, which are fantastic for independent practice. But the one I really want to zoom in on, the one that's a total game changer, is Microsoft Immersive Reader. So why is Immersive Reader such a big deal? Simple. You probably already have it and don't even know it. This isn't some new app you have to go buy or download. It's a free feature that's already built into stuff you use every day, like Microsoft Word, the Edge browser, even platforms like Canvas. And this is where the magic happens. Just picture it. You've got a student who's new to the country. They're trying so hard. With just one click, that really complicated science article can be read aloud to them, translated into their first language, or have pictures pop up for new vocabulary words. It's not about making the work easier, it's about tearing down the barriers that get in the way of learning. And, for building up that reading confidence, tools like Reading Coach and Read Along are perfect. They give students a private, safe way to practice reading out loud. The AI gives them feedback, and you get really useful data on how they're doing, all without having to sit and listen to 30 kids read one-on-one. All right, challenge number 2. You know this one. You ask a great question to the whole class and crickets. Or the same 2 or 3 hands go up like always. How do you actually know what the other 27 kids are thinking? How do you get everyone involved? And that brings us to our next set of tools. These are all designed to fix that exact problem. We're talking about turning a one-way lecture into a two-way conversation with the whole class. Meet the interactive instruction crew, Nearpod, Pear Deck, and Edpuzzle. The whole point of these tools is to weave questions and activities right into your lessons so that every single student has to think and participate, not just watch. So Nearpod and Pear Deck basically do the same thing, just in slightly different ways. Pear Deck is amazing for taking a slideshow you already have in Google Slides or PowerPoint and quickly adding interactive questions. It's super fast. Nearpod is more of a complete platform where you can build these really rich interactive lessons from scratch. Either way, the goal is the same, 100% of your students responding. And Edpuzzle, it's all about video. No more just telling kids, hey, go watch this YouTube clip. With Edpuzzle, you can stick questions right inside the video. It'll automatically pause and make them answer before they can continue. It's an incredible way to make sure they're actually paying attention and understanding what they're seeing. Okay, so we've covered getting them access to the material and keeping them engaged in the lesson. What's the next step? Well, it's about empowering them. How do we get students to really take ownership of their learning, to get creative, and to work together in meaningful ways? This last group of tools is all about that student agency. It's about flipping the script a little bit, moving from you just delivering information to your students actively creating and sharing what they've learned. So let's look at 2 fantastic ways to do this. Padlet, which is a tool, and choice boards, which are more of a strategy. Both of these are all about giving students a voice and a choice in their learning. Padlet is basically a digital wall. It sounds simple, and it is, but it's so powerful. Think of it like a brainstorming session where everyone can throw up digital sticky notes at the same time. You can use it for anything, Q&As, exit tickets, or even a digital gallery walk for student work. Now, choice boards aren't a specific app you buy. It's a strategy, and it's brilliant. You just make a simple grid, like in a Google Doc or a slide, with different activities. Maybe one box is write a paragraph, another is draw a picture, another is record a short video. You let the students choose how they want to show you what they know. The buy-in you get is just incredible. And, it's always good to keep an eye on what's coming next. There are always new platforms popping up, like Wayground, that are finding really cool new ways to create activities and capture what your students are thinking. The toolbox is always growing.
Okay, I know that was a lot. We just flew through a whole bunch of tools, but knowing about them is one thing. Actually using them is what matters. So let's talk about what to do next.
Here's the most important piece of advice. Don't try to do all of this at once. You'll go crazy. The best way to start is to just pick one thing, one small thing, and give it a try. So I've got a little 15-minute challenge for you. Sometime this week, just find a short piece of text you're planning to use with your students. Open it up in Microsoft Word or the Edge browser. Find that little Immersive Reader button and click it. Just play around. See what it feels like to have the text read to you. See what the translation looks like. Experience it yourself. And as you're playing with it, I want you to ask yourself this one question. This isn't just about using cool tech. It's about helping kids. So what's the first barrier you are going to remove for one of your students?